So, we're still not even out of Tennessee yet. When we left like 4 hours ago. We stopped and got fuel about 2 miles back. Got back on the road, about to hit Memphis on the east side. And misfire has broke again. I don't know if it's the transmission or the torque converter, but she no go. We circled back to pick him up. We'll see what happens. He's on the phone. I don't know.
Yeah. I did. I gave them a call. They're giving me a ring. They're giving me a ring right now, letting me know.
I'd like to say that this has never happened before, but we'd all be wrong. Now, to get where we're going, we gotta know where we've been. Let's just back up a few days.
Rock and roll, baby.
Woo! It's always the most tense part of the day.
Wait, hold up. Did you say the motor seized up?
Hey fellas, we're overheating.
2, 1, hit.
Our red clay rally is over, boys.
It is now 11:20 a.m. whatever day this is prior to Red Clay Rally. We were supposed to step off at noon. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Robert's trailer ready to go?
No.
What do you think? Do you think truck? Do you see his truck?
That's a good thing, right?
Do you think no? Do you think his truck's ready to go? Or is it in the back of the shop still f***ed up?
Or is it tuned?
That I think is tuned.
Last time I saw it was getting tuned. Is it not tuned?
It's tuned.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Transmission's out of it.
Don't give me flashbacks like that. I've already got high
We're
blood
not getting out of
pressure.
here till 2 a.m., buddy.
You guys are funny. Good jokes.
It's not meant to be funny.
It's still being worked on.
It's better than it has been the previous years.
Yeah,
true.
that's not a big. Yeah, so that's not a very.
Aggressively getting
We looked
better.
at we got here and I go in there and there's the pipe for the air intake isn't long enough, so there's a massive hole.
Yeah, there's like a gap. Of course, it's directly underneath the giant hole that he cut in the hood, and it just is like a perfect straw to suck in river water.
We need a shower cap.
Well, we're gonna have to keep an eye on it, but we have it quote unquote fixed.
It's that time of year. Rally time. We spent weeks going over the vehicles and making them rally ready and roadworthy. Our trip to New Mexico leaves in less than 48 hours after the rally.
We're excited to get on the road and get to camp and talk maps and meet up with some of the other guys other teams that are competing and have a good evening by a campfire.
I love this time of year. It's like our Super Bowl every year. I get so stoked in the build up and the lead up and all the preparation and all the vehicle stuff. We never know what we're going to expect, but you can always be assured that there's going to be something unforeseen that we're going to run into. So I'm stoked. It's fun.
Anticipation is high. We pick up the last of the essentials and go over the plan.
I put together some really nice individual checklists for the day for everybody's truck. Steve's gonna help walk us through like safety gear, recovery gear, fire extinguishers in all 3 trucks.
Go team.
It's time to jump in the trucks and start the 5-hour trip to Stanton, Kentucky.
1, 2, 3, Rally Rats!
The rally for us is more than just a race. It's a time for us to come together, enjoy the outdoors, and take on a challenge and goal that we set for ourselves every year. It's also a reminder this is where it began years ago. The friendships formed and the experiences shared that would later become the Rally Rats.
Okay. Spent a lot of money on fuel. Miss those COVID prices. More like Trump prices, not COVID. So you're not wrong.
In typical rally rat fashion, we show up to camp as late as possible. Somehow, it's become a theme, showing up to camp after dark. At least this year, we made it before the wee hours of the morning.
Everybody needs a wristband, yeah. 998. Did y'all grab wristband?
So we will need you all to fill out waivers, everybody that's going to be riding.
Just pulled into camp, found a great campsite out here, and now we're getting the tent set up and the awnings out, and we're gonna cook some hamburgers and steak. So made good time coming up here. The trucks did really well. This is the first time in a couple of years that we made it into camp all in one piece and before midnight. So it's a win-win.
Got my tent set up down. 10 minutes. Ready to cook. But you gotta have the swag.
Okay, I'm all set up. Gotta love it.
Kentucky nights are chilly this time of year. We run over the schedule for the morning, turn in for the night, ready to hit the start line.
He said that rock isn't in this year, but he made up for it.
Woo, here we go, here we go. Red Clay Rally Day 1. I'm so stoked for today. A frigid night, man. I think everybody's talking about how cold it was last night. Just makes for a good morning.
Race day, we're up early, doing last minute checks on gear and vehicles, preparing for our start time.
So right now we're kind of getting the vehicles staged for the track today. You know, last year I didn't pull line on the winch, but it happens, and it happens a lot to a lot of people. So we're just pre-staging. We're gonna get probably 5 to 10 feet of the winch line out and hooked up to a soft shackle, wrap it around the bumper, stage that, and then also a kinetic rope running off the rear end of the vehicle, and I'll just stage that in my trash room. So if for whatever reason Misfire gets stuck, can yank him out. But all 3 vehicles are getting staged right now.
It's always the most like tense part of the day, I feel like. So anyways, 7 minutes and we're out.
This morning, our leave time is at 9:08. That's when we kick off. Today's course, I think, is like 6 hours total of run time. And we leave third on our course. There's 2 courses this year, well, there's 3. But we got A course and B course. We're leaving on A at 9:08. So we'll be up there at the start line stage at least 10 minutes before. But I mean, we're ready to rock and roll. We're staging stuff now and we're ready to go.
With less than 10 minutes before our start time, Chad discovers his winch controller doesn't work. Out of time and out of choices, we make the decision to go.
Did you figure out what?
No. So the wireless module that's in there is not working with the remote. I replaced all that stuff. It was working yesterday, and all of a sudden it's just not. And then the hard wire that I have, the female end is not on the wire.
Did you try turning it off and then back on again?
So that's 2 Smitty-built winch failures in 1 week. Good job, Smitty-built.
Yeah, and this wireless module has taken a dump before. I had to claim a warranty. This was like in the summer of this year, so 2 failures is too much on something critical like that.
All right, it's 9:04. We step off at 9:08, so should be one more team in front of us, and then we'll go. Looks like that's them right there, but we're all set. I think we'll be good. Looking forward to day 1.
2, 1, hit it.
Here we go.
One of the interesting things about wheeling in the southeast is that depending on the time of year, the seasons impact the condition of the trail. As the leaves fall, they create a ground cover hiding obstacles throughout the day. With nothing but good intentions, Chad high centers the forerunner. The decision is to back up Jacob's vehicle and use the kinetic rope to get us moving back down the trail.
Is that water or is that fluid? No, that's fluid. It's fucking power steering fluid. I just don't know. The only thing I can do is start it and see if it's leaking out somewhere. All right. Watch your face. Don't get sprayed.
It's a braided line right underneath the exhaust.
Is it frayed or
It's
is it
just
at the
blowing.
fitting?
It's right here. No, it's in the middle of the line.
Okay, so it's frayed.
Yeah.
It's done.
All right, so after that last obstacle, we're coming around left-hand turn up the hill here, and all of a sudden power steering, we lose power steering.
All right.
And we've ID'd it to a frayed line. It sounds like we're going to continue on and fix it later.
Yep, that's all we can do. I mean,
Chad's going in now. He's good.
Road right there. Hey, he's gonna slide.
My suggestion is you guys just back up and go the way the Jeeps did. Let's not mess with it.
I'm gonna go back. some boulders in like a little creek. Didn't look too bad if I wanted to spend some time on it, but I really don't want to spend some time on it. So we're bypassing.
It's a good call.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend time on it. So,
driver. So the rock ledge comes up, but there's a washout down here, so we're going to stay away from that. So we're going to kind of come up the bank, but we're going to use our gravity and momentum. Don't cheat passenger. There you go. Come on, just inch it up. You could straighten it out a little bit. Passenger, just a little bit. Passenger, just a little bit. There you go. Passenger, just a little bit. There you go. Keep moving. Passenger, just a little bit. Passenger, just a little bit. Good job, Chad. There you go. One more lift up. That's perfect. That's perfect. Bring it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Driver. Hold on.
Snatch him up. I don't feel comfortable with that.
At least anchor him.
We're going to anchor you because as you move, the back end just wants to keep pushing downhill. Shake it, pull tension up. Whoa, whoa, back to it on 3. Just meet the bump. 1, 2, 3. Bump. Straighten the wheel out. Straighten the wheel out. All right, keep moving up. Keep moving up.
With the loss of power steering in the 80, navigating the obstacles just became significantly more difficult. This particular ledge was tricky with the drop-off, uncomfortably close to the passenger side.
Come forward. You good there? That's good right there. Your passenger's about to start climbing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Driver.
Staying on this, but I'm being shot across the street.
Okay. I want you to, are you in 4 low? I need to slow throttle manipulation. I'm in low, but my front is not locked. If I lock the front, I have no steering. Alright, I want you to come slightly back passenger. Keep coming passenger. A little more. Yep. Creep it forward. Creep it forward. Creep it forward. Your passenger's about to hit a big ledge, but you're good. Okay, slight driver. Back up 3 inches.
You want to be ready with snatch just in case?
Gonna start to climb.
Just take them off, Dave.
Negative.
Snatch them.
What I'm gonna possibly try to have you do as you're coming up is get your driver wheel here so so that hopefully this side we can kind of walk it up. And if we need to, we'll winch. The only thing that kind of worries me is this little stick here.
Remember, I don't have a winch.
Yeah, we're going to try and ramp it. So hold that line that you're on right now. Come forward, come forward, come forward. You're going to start to bump here in a second. There you go. All right, try to hold that line. Hold that line. Come drive her just a touch. There you go. Now hold that line you're on. Passenger's going to bump a little bit. You're good to go on the wall. There you go. Come on, come on. There you go. Hold. There you go. You're almost there. All right, hold up. If you can go back just a little bit and bump that ledge, give it just a little bit of a bump. Right there. Give her a bump. Nope, hold, we're gonna snatch you.
Just around the corner, we need the ropes again. The trail going to the top of the hillside has been washed out and doesn't provide enough traction for the trucks to get to the top.
You want me to hold my steering angle or? The steering angle you have now is good. Alright. Get a line. Up. There you go. There you go. Keep lifting while you're doing that. Awesome. Awesome. Come forward just a little bit. Yeah, come on.
Tensions are high, brother.
This is all fresh?
It looks fresh.
It looks pretty good fresh. Right.
So
what do you think the update was? You think he just cut all this out?
Maybe.
So, following the route, but there's a pretty freshly dug, huge, just drainage ditch that was dug here pretty recently, it looks like. And apparently, we heard rumors from another team that there was an update, and we didn't get the email. So that's trying to figure it out. As far as navigation goes, do we keep on going? Do we try this? What do we do? So just trying to figure it out.
Because nobody's come by here and we're in the front, my guess is he had them come in that road that you pointed out earlier that we went past.
Yeah.
My guess is...
Hey.
Oh,
you get the same
shitty map we do.
All right.
All right, let's talk to them.
Y'all show it going this way too, right?
No.
Okay, so we did not get the update. That's what I think we're missing.
No, yeah, we're going this way.
Okay.
Drop it.
Because it joins right back up.
No, if you want here, look. Yeah, it goes this way.
Because this was just a loop that comes right back up like half a mile up. So he just cut the loop off?
So look, it was supposed to go that way, but now it's here. That's the spot.
So we're not bowing too hard here.
Look, to see how it loops up, loops back down on around. This is that 700 or whatever meters. So we're good. We're on the right track.
It cuts an hour off of it.
Yeah,
That loop
yeah.
is an hour.
So y'all doing a good job?
Dude, man, we're pacing, we're pacing.
Hey, it's the name of the
I
game.
wish we knew where we were going. That's like the biggest problem.
Yeah. No,
we got it.
triple confirmed with them this morning.
There was a big loop. The tank trap was cut to cut off the entrance to the loop, so we were betting that he probably just cut the loop out of the new map because the loop joins up like a mile up the road. So that's what we were betting on. We were getting ready to jump in the trucks and just do it, and then another team pulled up, and they've got the updated map that we didn't get, and they confirmed it. So I guess we got kind of lucky there, but we got to do some math because we're cutting off mileage, and more importantly, we're cutting off time. But I think we've got to cut off like 55 minutes. So we'll get in the trucks, we'll head up the road, and then we'll start doing some math to figure out what our new time frame is for the upcoming checkpoints.
Alright, so here's what we got. As far as we can tell, it's blacktop and higher speeds all the way back. We'll keep track of those speeds so that we're close, but honestly it doesn't matter because of the following. We know the total time for the day before the change in the map was 5 hours and 57 minutes. With the change in the map, they cut off 55 minutes, which means our final checkpoint, which is going to be the end point, because they're not going to have a checkpoint on the highway between here and back to base. So we know the final checkpoint is back at the finish line. So basically we hightail it back and
we can pre-stage, and we just need to make sure that we roll into the finish line at 5 hours and 2 minutes.
Hey fellas, we're overheating. We're gonna pull off real quick. Yep, engine just took a shit. Damn it. Engine's done. That's it. We're done.
Overheated so bad we're getting off right up here.
No. That was it. Engine
The engine just seized up.
Back up, seized up?
seized up. Done.
He said it seized up.
Wait, hold up. Did you say the motor seized up? Like she's done?
Affirmative.
Alright, so do we cross the finish line for day one with 2 trucks and finish the week with 2 trucks, or we go back? I think we gotta go back.
I think we gotta go back.
Yeah, what's our move?
Can we cross with 2?
No. I don't want to do that anyways. Let's go get them.
Sounds good.
Alright, we're going to turn around up here and come back and join you guys.
Dude, can we kinetic rope it the whole way back?
We can drag it back, hopefully.
Here's a toy.
No, boys.
Our red clay rally is over. We need to go back and get them.
10-4.
We can finish, but we're not going to leave you guys.
You start with 3 trucks, you gotta finish with 3 trucks. Well, if you guys finish, then we just finish the rest of it with just 2 vehicles. I'm not leaving them behind either. We need to go back and get them.
Okay. It's done.
Why don't you just snatch them with that kinetic rope over the finish line?
Let's do it. We'll be a little bit, we'll be 10-15 minutes late.
But they just.
Steve or Albert, you got your ears on?
Anyone said this, we are like 6 minutes from the finish line. See that?
Yeah.
It's internal. The pump got so hot that it ate out the bearings. It ended up throwing the belt, and then the water pump wasn't turning, so it just went up to like 270 degrees. Instantly. Then it was piston coolant, and that was about all she wrote. It started making some god awful noises. I'm not confident that we didn't just hurt the motor internally. It happens. It happens. The only chance that I have right now is if we can, if I've got a spare belt, I'm gonna take that intake off and run without an intake. That'll allow the radiator hose to come up some, and then maybe that tensioner will have enough tension to keep slack, so that way I can skip my power steering. But I'm not confident. I mean, that's like, 8 inches worth of slack. Yeah, that's a lot. If I can get another power steering pump in a parts store and a hose, and the engine isn't destroyed, it's a lot of.
I said, you want to get pulled?
Let's do it. Yeah. How far are we going?
All the way back to camp.
Like 7 miles max.
Maybe 7 miles. Just gonna go on this hand. Pull with the rope.
Do I need to stand on the shoulder?
You're gonna go 70 miles an hour with a tow.
I'll do 40 or 50 with the right hand.
I don't have any power brakes.
Can't stop.
There's no vacuum assist. It's kind of like steering a truck with no power assist.
You need a rollback.
Well, let's give it a minute. Let me see if I can get this belt on. Do we have a 1/2-inch ratchet?
With only 7 miles left, heartbroken, As a temporary solution, we replaced the engine belt to turn the water pump and keep the engine cool. With the damage to the steering pump, the belt slips right off when we start the engine, leaving us the only option to tow it back, hopefully to the finish line.
Got oil pressure, so there might be a chance that if we can get a power steering pump and then swap everything over and a hose made or bypass my old cooler, there's a chance. This could be the little Cinderella story.
We've got about 3 miles, 2.5 miles now to the exit. Then we get on the back roads. We got a couple more miles to get to the finish line. So we started together. We're gonna finish day 1 together. But that's what's happening right now. So we're just pulling him back to the finish line, hopefully.
Part of the experience, although competitive, is the camaraderie between the teams. As we prepared to pull the Land Cruiser back to camp, Team Torx, seeing us in a bad spot, crossed the finish and returned to convoy us safely to camp. As emotional and competitive as these races can get sometimes, it's always cool to see our fellow competitors looking out for us.
Bueno.
Yeah, there's your problem. That doesn't sound like a very happy bearing. Okay. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Wait, so,
No, no.
I just saw it a moment ago.
Right here. Here we go. Oh yeah. Here.
There it is.
There you go, guys. That's a whole day right there.
Grabbing a few things to see if we can make something work. We'll see.
Part of the team stays in camp to continue addressing the vehicle repairs. Albert and Chad head into town in search of a new power steering pump.
Apparently there's an Ace Hardware down here that may or may not have it, so that's where we're headed. And then we got to get back and then thrash on getting this back installed. I mean, where else would you go besides Port City?
With the 80s LS swap, typical OEM parts don't fit. With some help from the local parts store, we were able to get a custom hose made on the spot.
Get it done. This is our rally. This is how it always is. We're getting it, man. We're getting it. I think after such a depressing failure, we've actually got a chance at this. As long as the motor isn't hurt. We just gotta cross our fingers that the motor didn't get hurt. Yeah. What are we doing?
How are your problems going?
That's good.
Not good?
Good. Good, I think. What are we doing?
Dealing hood rat stuff with my friends?
I'm not in charge of this project, but I'm grateful for
Do I need to run something through the firewall into the cab?
This is on off, not on off on.
No, it's on off on.
It is on off on.
Yeah, that's what I asked for.
It's not what I was asked to get, but it's what I ended up getting on accident.
But you got the wrong nut, so you're half and half.
50-50.
Told you batting 50%.
Why would it be an M6? No, I didn't. Don't you start with me.
But the
This is. I'm gonna put my jacket on. We're having fun. It's getting chilly.
That's good enough.
Do an update. Or you do.
Get your headlamp off.
All right. So misfire is running. We may have saved it. We got a new power steering pump installed. We went in the town of Stanton to this little parts store, who happened to have this amazing guy there. I didn't even get his name, but he was able to make us a hydraulic hose that was even better than the one that was on it for our power steering pump. So truck's running, got it topped off with fluids. We're gonna go right now and burp the coolant, but I think we may have a chance at this. We'll see. But we're back.
Now we got to go check the standings because the standings are up for day one.
Grab my drink in the smokes.
We'll ride over there. Morning of day 2 on Red Clay Rally, about 7:45. Yesterday did not go quite as planned. We wanted to be at least in the top 5, if not the top 3. But as you saw, we had some mechanical issues, but we overcame those. Basically, in this format, lowest score wins. As day 1, we scored 77 points, which is high-ish, but it's not super high, but it's just because of our breakdown. So right now we are in 22nd place, which means we roll out this morning at 9:42. We have a driver's meeting at 8:30 to go get some more info, see if there's any changes on the routes or the maps today like there was yesterday that we didn't know about. All we can do today is trust our plan. Charles and Tyson have nailed the maps for today. They put in a lot of work, well, at least Charles did last night, on getting some stuff refined on the map. So we're going to trust them. We're going to score as few points as possible, and then all we can do is hope that the other teams ahead of us, end up accumulating more points, which I think is possible because today we're on Route B. A lot of the teams that are ahead were on Route B yesterday. So I'm thinking Route B may be a little bit, I don't know if easier is the term, but we might accumulate less scores on Route B. So we'll see what happens. 3, 2, 1, hit it! Alright, here we go. Let's start.
Sure. Track B, 79.51 miles. Average speed on the day is 8.5 miles. Moving speed, 16.2 miles an hour. Max speed 70, so that tells us we're gonna have some highway. A thing we need to watch out today, our total run time is 4 hours and 54 minutes. It says 4 hours of stop time, so we'll note that. But the big thing is our mile pace is 7. Did that just happen?
Yep. Thanks, Jake.
Chad cracked his cracked windshield. 7 miles and 5 seconds. So let's really monitor that pace time. I feel like that's where we need to calibrate, and I think that's where we kind of lost a little ground. Is that the stone? Yeah, weird stuff happening back here, guys. That just roll off.
So the next time you do that, I'm going to need you to start it with, this is your captain speaking.
This is not Southwest.
We're reaching
First off, this is your Captain Tyson speaking. I'd like to welcome you all to our speed track day on day 2 here at the Red Clay Rally.
There's not enough buzz. We're climbing to 28,000 feet.
Cruising Alpha 10.
What is that?
You come to that first rock, bump up. Swing driver, there you go. Swing driver. Right there, hold that line, one more bump. There you go. Driver. Hand to the wall. Coming driver, passenger. Just a little bit on passenger, there you go. Hold that line, come straight forward, your passenger wheel's about to hit the first bump. Just touching it. Come on up. Back up just a little bit. Right there, now turn driver.
right, so we're what, 30, 40 miles?
30 miles in.
30 miles into day 2. We've gone through 2 checkpoints and we nailed them both, like within, I think we were probably 0 points on one and maybe 2 or 3 points on the other, which is fantastic. So the new routing, the new navigation, the way we're doing things, and the pacing that Charles figured out last night seems to be working really well. So right now we're just behind some of the other teams on a rock obstacle and just waiting our turn.
This running great. It's running great. Just check the fluids. Everything's holding. Temps are awesome. I mean, I couldn't ask for more, especially after yesterday being as stressed out as we were over the condition of the truck. Man, this thing just keeps on going. It's like no matter how much we abuse it, what we do to it, it still keeps rocking. So, yeah, stoked. Super happy. Super happy.
All right, so we're on the last stretch, day 2, Red Clay Rally. We feel like we've nailed all of our checkpoints today, like nailed them, like within a minute, maybe 2 minutes on one of them. So like, and now we know what our end time is at the final checkpoint, which is the finish line for us today. So we're trying to get back there now, and some highway driving to get back there. And then I look down and notice that I've got 0 oil pressure. It's reading 0. Where's my exit?
Keep going.
So I'm not stopping.
So we're basically finished with the day. We have 4 miles till the finish line, which is the last checkpoint. And we are so precise in our timing that we are pulled off for like another 3 minutes, and then we're gonna head in to the finish line. And today went really well. Trucks did phenomenal, especially after yesterday having all the breakages and all that stuff. Today was awesome. Pacing was awesome. Like, it was a beautiful day. Tracks were super mild, nothing crazy technical. Yeah, it was just a great day. So,
All right. We gotta go.
Ready?
Let's do it. We're good. Let's pull through. Hello. Oh, you need the whole timesheet, right? Just that one paper.
There you go.
All right.
1358.
Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thanks.
appreciate it.
Yeah. 13:58. Like, we nailed the final one, like within a minute. We nailed it. We were like dead on.
Yeah.
So if Charles's math and all the work he put in last night was correct, which I think it was, I mean, like, we scored less than 5 points today. And it's only 1400, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, man. We got all day.
Felt really good about today. I think we nailed the last checkpoint for sure, down to the minute. And then the rest of the day, we did plus or minus a couple of minutes. So overall, it went great. The trucks did well. The team functioned well. Like, we only had to get out and spot a couple of times, but we made those like super efficient and quick by Steve jumping out and spotting, and then just Tyson and I navigating, and then Jacob, Chad, and Albert driving. It was a good day, good team, and now we just get to kind of go over the vehicles, relax, and get ready for tomorrow.
My hubs are leaking, but the bad part is it's leaking gear oil. It's not supposed to be gear oil in my hubs, so it's not a ton. Keep an eye on it. Once the truck cools down, I'll climb underneath, check the front diff fluid levels, gear oil levels. Probably have to top it off. keep an eye on it. But I don't know, I'll top them off and then we'll be good for tomorrow. And then on the way home, I don't need them because I have a part-time kit. Unlock the hubs, 2-wheel drive. Shouldn't be throwing any gear oil.
Really bad. So getting a ton of vibrations and a lot of clunking on the trail. And these, yes, they swivel, but they need to be tight and not like this. So both these are shot. I only have one spare, so we're gonna get probably this one, or they just both need to be replaced. One's better than none though.
Gotta move it this way. Not tight enough.
Red Clay Rally Day 3. Here we go.
Don't forget, tell them to just roll, grab the other end and roll. And have you wrapped up like a little Alburrito.
Alburrito. What? Alburitos? What?
That sounds delicious.
Those are the ones the size of your head? Oh, I'm going now.
Come on down to Mill Creek and talk to Alburrito.
Since we can only do this 2 tortillas at a time.
Best part about overlanding is putting your tent away. Why don't you get me like this? I'm like paying in over there. You want to talk about a smoke show?
Got about 6 hours of driving time today. So I was looking at the route last night. It looks like it's going to be just a beautiful part of Kentucky that we'll be driving through. So hope to just take it kind of not relaxed, but just be able to enjoy the sights along the way.
Then you were saying something about some drastic elevation change.
Yeah, there's going to be some of that. So.
There's going to be a lot of supposedly steep climbs. And steep descents. So you said something about a tunnel too. So I'm looking forward to today. I think it's going to be pretty scenic.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue fighting with this.
Yeah. I got to get my crap.
Rock and roll, baby.
Woo!
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, here we go. My truck now shows oil pressure. Wigwam.
Oh, yeah.
Wigwam Big Bag.
Sometimes you just gotta shake the baby.
Worked for my first child. You know, we got something in the bead. I don't know what it is, but whenever it's in a certain position, it leaks air, so I'm gonna overinflate it, put some more air in it, and we'll just have to keep, it's a slow leak, So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. It's probably been doing this all weekend, but we didn't know it until the tires got wet and we found the bubbles. So it's probably not a huge deal, but we're gonna air it up and just check it every so often.
It's the valve. It's right here.
So we're almost 3/4 of the way. Coming to an obstacle a little bit. It was like a mud bog. Kind of had a bad line, so we were in the middle of recovery, just starting to pack up the recovery gear. Another team comes through, push through 2 of our trucks, almost smack the back end of Jake's truck, gets stuck, and then just proceeds to gun it and flung up all that thick, goopy mud all over his windshield, all over him, inside his truck, all over Charles. Filled the inside of the truck. He couldn't see out of his left eye or whatever. So we pulled up a little bit further, pulled out of the way, and now several teams are going to be stuck. Hopefully they don't get bogged down and cause us a further delay. But right now we're trying to clean out some of the mud before we continue on.
As we near the end of the rally, spirits are still high. Overall, the day's gone pretty smooth, the weather's been beautiful, and the scenery is nothing short of breathtaking.
So we're coming up to the very end of Red Clay Rally 2022. We've got like 1.5 miles, 2 miles to get to the finish line for the final day 3. It's been a long day. It's like 135 miles. And we feel pretty good about it. But we'll see. You know, that breakage on day 1, as you guys saw, cost us so many points that was basically insurmountable. But we tried our best. And we did really good yesterday by only scoring 20 points. I think we'll probably be in that ballpark somewhere today. We'll see. But as always, we had a blast, and I'm ready to finish it off strong. All right, that's a wrap. Got you a patch. 1455.
So then I didn't.
We're just hanging out waiting for the results. And they said about 4:30 it is.
That the bearing failed.
4:07.
So it threw the belt, and whenever that happened, the water.
And I think they're weighing trash right now for the trash pickup challenge.
You've got 6 hours to figure that out. More like 7. So.
Trash. I need a monster.
Jeff!
Where'd all this mud come from? How does it get on the side like that? It's a great story. I heard about it already.
I'll tell it to you in Spanish.
I know who did that.
Yeah.
You guys have figured it out. The top, say, 10 teams have really figured out how to crunch some numbers. You guys are some big geeks, I'll tell you that. I couldn't do it. I don't know how you do it. We'll put the board out. I'll put the scoreboard out after we announce teams. You can see where you're at. We had several tied for certain positions, so you guys are doing really well. So for 3rd place, I do not have your score sheets. I'll tell you your scores if you want them. Bankrupt Overlanding.
We got free tickets. Let's go.
Well done, sir. 2nd place. This team, man, they've been here for several years, and I've got to watch them move up the board. Every year they've gotten better and better. I'm so proud of these guys. Team number 4. Team number 4. For the 2022 Red Clay Rally champions, team number 88.
We ended up 11th. We ended up 11th.
It's not bad, considering how
we've done. Yeah.
All that we went through. I'm proud of that.
It was
man.
good.
You know, think about it. Today we got 55 points. Monday, or the first day, was 77. If it wasn't for that breakage,
Check.
I don't know. We'll come back next year stronger.
Yep, absolutely.
I've got a plan. I've got an idea.
Although this year's rally didn't turn out how we wanted, there's always next year. With the clock ticking, it's time to set our sights westward. For the next 36 hours, we have to repack, regroup, repair the vehicles and ourselves before heading out on the open road. Join us next time on episode 2 of Season Bravo.
Today's the day. We're stepping off. We're on our first initial push into Oklahoma.
As soon as I hear back from the transmission shop, I'll let you know what's going on.
This is worse than Red Clay Rally.
You know, they can't build me a transmission, but they can get me a factory transmission, throw it in, and get me back on the road.
We've got about an 8 to 9 hour drive to just north of Albuquerque. We've been in the snow for a couple hours now. It's just beautiful.
Malvern and Tyson have no idea where they are.
Yeah, we're 2 hours from them.
Do not use the Apple Pen.
I think everyone's struggling.